In the previous sections, we learned how to write a test case and how to write a defect report. The test case and the defect report are considered as the most important testing work products. This is why we began our course by explaining them in a practical way. Another very important work product that you as a tester should learn how to write is the testing reports, the test progress report and the test summary report. So let's assume that you work as a software tester in a company, and the manager of your team needs to understand the status of the application. Is it ready for deployment or not? Or for example, you are working in a freelance testing job, and also the client wants you to give him feedback on the quality of the product. In this case, the test case or the defect report is not the perfect work product to summarize the overall quality of our project or our product. In this case, we need a document that summarizes everything. Here comes the role of the test progress report and the test summary report. So we have two testing reports. The test progress report is a type of testing report that's produced at regular intervals about the progress of test activities against a baseline, risks, and alternatives requiring a decision. We call it also test status report. So for example, we have a project that will take 6 months. We can write a report each week. So this report is a test progress report. Each week we give the stakeholders feedback on the quality of the software. We have also the test summary report. This report is produced at completion milestones. So when an activity, a testing activity, reaches its exit criteria, we can write a test summary report. For example, like we explained the testing levels, we have unit testing. So if we finish unit testing, we can produce a test summary report about unit testing. If we finish performance testing, we can produce a test summary report about all the activities that happened in performance testing. When we talked about the test case and the defect report, we had a template that most of testers use. Most of us use the same template for writing the test case. We have a title, steps, expected result, and actual result. The same for the defect report. We have also steps to reproduce expected result, actual result, severity, priority, and a screenshot or a video. But in the test progress report and the summary report, we do not have a unified template that all testers follow. No, the content of the test summary report or the progress report depends on the stakeholder that this report addresses. So for example, if I'm writing a test progress report and the audience of this report is the test leader, the content of this report will be different from a test report whose audience is the development lead. And of course, it will be very different from the content of a report whose audience is the client directly. In many companies, your company gives you a template to follow. They tell you, okay, this is what we want in the test progress report or the test summary report. But if there are no guidelines on how to write this report, the best thing is to ask. You go to the intended audience and you ask them, what are the most important information that you need to know about the quality of the software? And based on this information, you begin to write your testing report. In the next video, I will show you the testing report that I use in my jobs. I used it a lot. It is very simple and it gives my stakeholders the most essential information that they need in a brief way. I didn't make it a long report so that I make sure that my audience will not get bored from reading it. No. So let's move to the next video and see this example testing report.